Hi, everybody. Welcome to A Kiss for Luck. I'm Steve.
I'm Charisse.
And from Northern California, Michael Crutchfield. Mike, how you doing?
I'm doing great, and it's always good to be with my big sister and my big brother on these podcasts. So let's go. Let's make some money.
You
Stop,
got it.
stop telling people that you're younger than us, which you are.
Yeah, well, yeah, I know.
It's-
Affectionately.
I feel like
Yeah.
everybody's younger than me, but that's okay. It's all good. With age comes wisdom.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Speaking of wisdom, give us some wisdom, Charisse. Do you have news for us?
Some news. The first thing I'm going to say is kind of old news. Patrick Valenzuela is making his comeback. He has his Arizona license. He will be riding in Turf Paradise. He has three mounts on Monday. Two are for Van Belvoir, who we know is a phenomenal trainer. And one is for, I forget the trainer's name. I was not familiar with him, but he is riding three races at Turf Paradise this Monday. I say go, Pat. Hey, he is who he is. He's 63 years old. He's been trying to come back now for about 4 years, Southern California, but now he's in Arizona with our friend of the show, Cece Perkinson. I will be talking to her this weekend. Get the scoop. And yeah, I say, you know what, Pat, be safe and have fun. So hopefully he'll bring some winners home. The
I hope
second
so.
piece of news I just heard this morning on one of the podcasts that I listen to on the East Coast, which not only does Mr. Baffert have a Churchill barn that I believe I heard 80% of his Southern California horses are now going to in 2027, he is also going to have an oak lawn barn.
Ooh.
Wow. Wow.
So I'm guessing maybe no more California. I don't know. Maybe he'll ship
Yeah.
in, but it's going to be interesting to see if Bob and Jill move to Kentucky this year or if Jimmy Barnes goes out there and relocates. But yeah, that was quite interesting to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that it was like he was sending like it was going to be like 50-50, but the main reason is because how many races do we see Bob Baffert will have two or three horses in there, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's because there's not enough races here in California to, supplement all the horses he has. So instead of running them head to head, he's going to spread them out over the country and get some of that money. And it's not good for California,
Yeah.
though.
No,
No.
no. Yeah, when you ship 80% of your barn, and that's from two different sources that
Yeah.
said
It's
it's
80%, you heard?
80%.
That's what I
Yeah.
heard.
Okay.
Yes, 80% of
And
his
Wow.
barn has
and when
gone.
you
Not
when you
good.
think about it, okay, you can sit here and run three horses in a maiden special weight, a 2-year-old or a 3-year-old maiden special weight, and you're beating yourself up trying to win
Right.
that purse money for your owners. Or you can go to Oaklawn and run for 120,000
Yeah.
maiden
Yeah.
special weight. Or you can go to Churchill and run for 90,000 maiden special weight. It just makes sense. And if I'm, a billionaire owner and I've got 5 or 6 horses with Bob and I'm sitting there with, an investment of, $500,000 on my horse plus another 100 grand to get him to the races and get him to where, he's competitive. I'm not
Yeah.
going to want to dink around in Southern California. I mean, I hate to say it, but that just
Yeah.
makes common sense. It's finance, man. It's finance. It's
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
just really,
don't blame you.
really disturbing. And I've heard that, if we're not careful, Southern California, has 4 or 5 days and that's it. I mean 4 or 5 years, I'm sorry, if
Right.
we don't get it together.
Well,
So
well,
anyway,
I strongly believe, and this is something that I believe. I believe Santa Anita is at risk of being shut down after the Equestrian Olympics in 2028.
yeah,
I think she's gonna hold it open for that because she's gonna make a ton of money. Arcadia is gonna make a ton of money with the Olympics and with the
Sure.
yeah,
equestrian events at Santa Anita. But
mhm.
after that, I don't, I don't know. I
I
don't
tell
know.
Yeah.
you
I
what,
just let's hope it doesn't happen.
Right,
yeah, yeah.
right.
Well, let's move on to positive things, shall
Okay.
we?
Yes, yes,
Let's move on to horse racing picks and hopefully winners. And we're going to start. Do you have
Wh-
anything else to add, Charisse?
No, but I do want to congratulate Mike. He hit a whopper of a superfecta. Was it last
Yeah,
Friday?
yeah,
Mike, tell us briefly what you did. It was a $32 ticket you hit for 4 grand?
yeah, for 4,300, and I like, as a matter of fact, the horse that I really liked. Actually, he was 130 to one. He ran second, and if he had won, I probably would have had to pull because he was 100 and something to one, and but it was just one of those things. I liked them, and you always say, man, I should have played that, 2 or 3 times like I would normally do. And
Yeah,
then, you always say that, right?
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
But it was a really solid day, and for $30, 4,300, not bad. Thank you for,
Yeah.
for
What
recognizing
track
that.
was that at? Was it Gulfstream?
Tampa. It was
Tampa.
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 That's right.
Yeah,
Tampa.
yeah,
Yep.
Hmm.
yeah.
All right.
That 99 to one paid like $58 to place.
Place.
Yeah, yeah. I played them. I played them really good, across the board. Because I
Uh,
liked them that much. But anyway,
Wow.
58 and I think 20 something to show. That right there
That's awesome.
is worth it, even if you didn't do the super, but
yeah,
good for you
yeah.
doing the super.
Oh,
Nice. Okay. What do we got here, Mike?
so what I'm gonna do, Big Brother, is I'm gonna go to Aqueduct, late pick five, and I'm gonna play my typical $108 ticket. And I really like this ticket today. Um, it starts in race four, and I'm gonna use three horses. I'm gonna use the number seven. What's up, bro? I've used that horse before and won, gave him out on the show. So I'm going to bring him back. Um, and I'm going to use the number six, Marika's back.
Hmm.
And that's going to be my top selection at 2 to 1. And I'm also going to use the four, Very Funny.
Ah,
And if you use those three, I think that gets you through that sequence. I don't like threes, B's. When a horse, no excuses in that race. Just no excuses. So I'm throwing him out, and I'm just going to use those three that I gave you.
awesome.
Okay, you got it. 4, 6, 7.
Yep. Okay, now let's go to the fifth race. I'm going to use four horses here. And this is a kind of unique race. The number four last time was a first time starter that ran really, really well. I think the horse went off at like almost 8 to 1, ran really, really well, but it was for 12.5. So he's the morning line favorite here, and at 2 to 1, you got to put him in there. But I think this is tougher, way tougher competition, and I'm going to also include the number five,
Yeah.
Rein It In, and I'm going to use the number seven, Bellamy, and
Hmm.
a long shot that I'm going to use. One of the biggest drops you can do in horse racing is going from maiden special rate weight down to like these bottom levels. And I'm going to throw in Cruising Cat,
Hmm.
and I'm going to actually make that one my top selection at 20 to 1.
Boom.
Wow.
Nice. Beautiful,
Okay.
beautiful. All right.
Yep. All right. So let's go to race six. I got I think I have some really good opinions here today. I'm gonna, use three horses here. I'm gonna use the number eight, major Dream Come True, and that's a Linda Rice horse. I'm sorry, a Michelle Gillings horse,
Gillen
and
Horn, yeah.
yeah, kind of broke slow the last time, and but the horse was getting bet in the 9 horse field at 9 to 2. So I'm going to throw that one in there, and I'm going to use the number five, which is, I think it's 15 to 1 on the morning line.
Hmm.
And there's some things I really like about this first time starter. One is the jockey trainer combination.
Sure.
They're 25%, and so he's gonna ride hard for this trainer. And the trainer is training at 21%. So the trainer has done a nice job. So I'm going to throw that one in. But my top selection is going to be the number three.
Yeah.
My best opinion is Vanetta, and has worked really, really well, including a bullet in tow of 47 breezing, best of 39. So I'm going to box those up. I'm going to box 3, 5, 8, and I'm going to play the 3 and the 5 to win.
Hmm.
Oh, nice. All right, three,
Okay.
5, 8, and Vanetta sounds like a girl I went to elementary school with, Renetta Baxter. But
Yeah.
race 7.
Okay. Okay. Grade 7, huh? Okay. So we'll go to the seventh race now, and I'm going to use 3 horses in here. This is a tough claiming race here, and I like 3 horses. I like the number one, Resilience, who is coming from Churchill Downs, right? But the horse is undefeated over the strip, right? Has worked well. In preparation of this, coming off of a brief layoff, so I'm going to use the number one, and my second horse, I'm going to use a horse that is a New York bred against Open. But this horse ran really well against Open last time. Hard knocker. 8 wins. Got 6 wins over the surface, right? So the horse really likes the surface. So I'm going to put that one in. And then I'm going to use the 7, Dreamlike. I'm going to use that one again. And the pace should heat up really, really nice. And I think my top selection is going to be the number 3, Whittington Park.
That's the one that's the New York bred.
Yep.
Yes, I'm gonna take the New
Okay.
York bred here.
Okay.
These New York breds, and I know Cherie, you and Steve both know. I mean, they can beat Open Company.
Sure.
Sure.
I
Sure
mean,
can.
yeah, Funny Side won the Derby.
Right.
A New York
Exactly.
bred.
Yep.
They can beat them. So anyway, so that's
Okay.
what I'm gonna do there. And in the 8th race, there's something here I want to make everybody aware of. Okay, so the number 8, I'm sorry, the number 2 is a Linda Rice horse, and
Scratched.
It's scratched out, Mike.
scratch. Okay, that one's scratched. Okay, if that one's scratched, the lesson I was gonna give here is you look at the 7. This
Mhm.
horse is dropping a New York bred, dropping from allowance company down to 12.5. Did that one scratch too?
No,
No.
just the 2.
Okay. That horse is either going to win by 5 or 6, or they're giving it away.
Right.
And I'm always cautious with a horse like this, but you cannot leave it off your ticket, right?
Yeah.
You just can't. If this horse comes back, and I'm gonna say that the slop, if you look at I'm gonna say that the slop impacted this horse,
Hmm.
and is why the horse ran so poorly. But I like that one. And my second choice is going to be the number 10, Fiscal Drag.
Wow.
Okay, I like scratched.
No, I said wow.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And that one is, I like the horses that have run against tougher, that are coming down against these easy ones.
Yeah.
So they have a big advantage. So I'm going to go ahead and make Physical Drag at 12-1, my top selection.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah. All right. So
And,
finish up
and
with
that's it.
7-10. All right. That sounds good to me. Good deal. Yeah, I was yeah, we made it easy for you, Mike. We're getting rid of that too. But
Yeah.
but the thing that I hate is, and I know you're gonna echo this, that if you're playing against a horse, you don't want him to scratch,
Right.
right? You want
Yeah.
him to take all the money,
Yes.
but if he does scratch, but if you're playing him and he scratches, then it's like, uh-oh, now
Hmm.
your whole strategy or your whole ticket structure, like we were talking with Gabe that one time about ticket
Yeah.
structure.
Hmm.
Then your ticket structure changes so dramatically. I mean, I've just refused to play, and Teresa has seen this. I've refused to play tickets if my single or a horse I really thought was going to do something
Yeah.
scratches,
Yeah.
because I'm basing my entire ticket on that one
Mhm.
single, like that Oaklawn I was basing on an
Yeah.
Explorer. And you've got if you get that one single home and you can shape things around it, great,
Yep.
but if you can't, then it changes everything, and then you got
Mhm.
to spread everywhere, and then it just jacks it all up is what it
Yeah.
does.
Well, that's
So
what you and Charisse did really well when you hit that 12,000 is,
Yeah.
yep.
the name of the
Glendora.
game. Yeah,
Yeah,
the name of the
Glendora was
game.
our single.
Yeah.
That worked.
But the other name of the game is to be outsmart the public, which you guys did. And that's why
True.
you got paid so handsomely because
Yeah, the last
you were
race.
better than the public.
The
You were
Great.
last
better than
race.
the public. You know,
And my problem, Mike, is now every time I see what's the name of the jockey? Bermier.
Belmere.
Bellamy, I know, yes.
He's on some prices this weekend, and I'm thinking, let's put two and two on him. What the heck?
Yeah.
I stay so loyal. That's my problem.
Yes.
That,
Yes.
That's your problem.
in racing, it's not such a good thing, and oh
No,
well. But that's
no,
where I land.
no.
Yeah.
And
No.
we won't go down the Kent DeStormo rabbit hole, but
No, we won't.
anyway, Charisse, okay, loyal jockey backer, what do you have for us, dear?
Okay, I'm gonna go to Santa Anita today, Friday. By the way, this is Friday morning. We are taping this, 8:30 Pacific time. But I'm gonna start in the fifth race at Santa Anita today for a late pick five morphing, my favorite word, morphing into a late pick four. So
Yep.
the fifth race is a single, Mike, and let me tell you, this pick five is $6.
Oh man.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Love it.
the pick four, $3.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
I'm switching some
There we
stuff
go.
around. Okay. In the fifth race, I'm going to single again loyalty to Ryan Hansen and Adrian Escobedo. When they team up, and it was a week ago today, we were at Santa Anita in one of the suites with a friend of ours hosting an event. And I told numerous people when Escobedo comes out, I don't care if it's on a Friday and there's no night racing, when he comes out to ride for Ryan Hansen, look out. Anyway, I'm singling the five. It's time, 10 to 1.
All right.
So there's your
Okay.
thing. Am I singling that horse? Wait a minute. No, I don't think I am. I'm using
I
the three. I'm sorry. I'm
Oh
using
boy.
I know, Jonathan Thomas, Gallatin. Not sure you want to use that horse, but he's dropping to a 50. Why not? Okay, don't use it. Single the five. It's time. All right, fourth race. Here we go. Pick four.
You mean a sixth you mean a sixth race, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sixth race. Number four, Desert Cat. 8 to 1 with Victor.
Hmm.
Dropping for one of the leading trainers, Georgie P, from an optional 50 down to a 25. And he had Jeremy Laprida on him. Victor seems he wants to ride. Okay, he's going to ride. I say all systems go on the four, but I am going to use my favorite combo, Doug O'Neill, Jaramillo on the six. Joker went wild. Interesting enough, claimed from our good friends Pete and Ev Perella last time out in a maiden 20.
Yep.
Doug O'Neill took this horse and he's bringing him back in a 25 claimer. And I've always heard from people we know in the business, when a maiden wins a 20,000, don't go into allowance, don't go crazy. Stay where, stay with your friends.
Mhm.
So he definitely is in a claiming 25. So that's too deep there. In the seventh race, I am singling the four, Doug O'Neill and Jaramillo again. Tracy Etoile? Tracem?
Presseme-toi.
That's for me.
Tracem-toi.
That's right.
I mean, he's going to go off odds on, so I'll just go with that. Single the four. In the eighth race, I'm going to use my top pick is Meridian May, and another one of my handicappers that I listened to in the morning gave this horse out as well. Kimura on board for Mike Pipey. I'm going to use the four, Doug O'Neill with Vincent Del Cid this time. And I am going to use Jaramillo with Doug O'Neill again on the 6, Mimetic. And then in the last race, single, 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 bet it to win, number 8, Certitude, Jaramillo for John Sadler. I'm high on Jaramillo this weekend,
Yeah.
but yes, that's your late pick 4, late pick 5. If you want to do pick 5 and single that Ryan Hansen horse, go for it because that's going to be an awesome start to the late pick 5. Okay, I'm giving out a price in the first race, which my husband does not agree with, but I'm giving it out anyway. Hear
Hey,
me
I don't have to agree with everything, honey.
out. Okay, race 1, BIG, our friend Samantha Siegel. We've known Samantha many, many years. Her late dad, Mace
Yep.
Siegel, wonderful, wonderful owner. BIG, number 2, Caesar Belmont gets on board for Brian Corner. Now, the horse came off of a year and a half layoff, the 1st of March, for an optional 50. He didn't run too bad. He missed by 2 3/4, up close, no bid. Okay, it was his first time out. Since then, Brian sees fit to keep him at this level. No tag on the horse for 50,000.
Yep.
He puts in a steady 2 workouts since the race, 49 and 2, 49 and 1. And Mike, we know you like those works.
Oh, yes.
And he's only been off 2 weeks. So, no, I'm sorry. What am I saying? 1st of March. Oh, no, he's been off 3+ weeks.
Yeah.
Brian Corner is a smart trainer, and Samantha is a smart owner. They're not going to give this horse away. If this horse can win an optional 50, go for it. Yeah. So I say all systems go. Number 2, BIG 15 to 1. Maybe do some $2 doubles to all in the second race. It's a 10,000 5-horse field.
Yep.
So,
You know what I like about that horse, that you just gave out, Cherie?
mhm.
If they were giving up on that horse, they would
Oh,
have the horse in for 50, and they
or
don't.
or she drop it
Sure.
to 32
Yeah,
or 40. Yeah.
Sure.
I
that
mean,
is what I like
yep.
about that horse. They're not doing that, so that means they have not given up on the horse, and they must like the horse.
Yes.
So anyway, I
Yes.
think that's a savvy pick.
Yeah, I say bet it across the board or just bet it to win in
Yep.
place. If he goes off at 15, 20, 25 to 1, you never know. But also, real quick, Gulfstream tomorrow, Florida Derby. Number 1, Albus. I don't know why. I always say this. I don't know why I like this horse. Maybe it's just come to me. But 20 to 1 morning line, Tyler Gaffleone, Riley Mott trains. This horse crushed his third time out at Tampa Bay in a maiden allowance race. Obviously, Riley sees fit to put this horse in a grade 1 to see if he can earn some points for the Derby. Amazing sire, Yapon. They paid 320,000 for this horse. Working steady. I say, why not? Across the board tomorrow, Florida Derby, number 1, Albus for Pin Oak Stud Stable.
Okay.
Love
That's
it.
the Florida Derby
Florida Derby.
tomorrow. And yeah, that sire seems to be the buzz. It's been that way for a bit now. A $60,000 breeding fee, so it's not cheap to breed a Yaupon, but and obviously they bought that horse at 320,000 at auction. So that's
Yeah.
certainly
Yep.
they must like the horse, and they're shooting big, and I can't blame them. You know, that's why you buy a horse for 320,000. You get them in the big races. So good for Pin Oak. Hopefully they can make it happen. I am going to go back to Oaklawn today because I think there's some value there at Oaklawn Park. So I'm going to do the late pick 5. And we are going to start in race number 8. It's a claiming $45,000 race, 6 furlongs. Very interesting race. And this, when I was telling Charisse my theory yesterday, she wasn't super happy that I left out Pratt in the first race here. So, but I am going to leave out Pratt in the first race here because what I looked at was a couple of different things. The horses I like here, first of all, are 2, 3, 4, and 8. I'm going four horses, leaving out the nine. If you look at the nine with Pratt, last time it ran, it won by a neck, and that was a 111 and change, 6 furlong on this same track. You look at that and that big V next to its name, it was a voided claim. So there was something that wasn't right after that run.
Hmm.
I am not going
Yeah.
to bet a horse back after they had a voided claim and they barely won by a neck, giving up a little bit of a lead, and they were even money in that race. So I am going to bet against, and we talked about it a little earlier, Mike, with a horse like that in with Pratt and Mike Maker, they're going to probably take plenty of money. So I
Oh
want
yeah.
to jump in on that. But if you look at Top Gun Tommy on this same course, he ran a 109 and change last time out. If you look at some of these others, they're 110 horses. So you've got at Fairgrounds, or rather at Oaklawn Park, you got another 110 for the three, Aaron. And if you look at Nasty Habit, at ran a 110. So I'm just looking at numbers. And if those horses are quicker than the 111 that the nine ran, and the nine was avoided claim, hey, play against, chuck them out. So that's what I'm doing.
Hmm. Makes sense.
The ninth race, 6 furlong, Matron, 250,000 filly mare, 4 years old and up. Uh, this is a pretty good race. But I think that the three horses I'm going to put in here are the five, the six, and the nine. I think the five, six, and nine just tower above all these other horses. I'm putting in the nine because that's the Maker Pratt horse that I would want. He's won his last three, or she's won her last three. So you can't say anything wrong about that horse. Me and Molly McGee, super fast in the D. Wayne Lucas Grade 2 at Santa Anita. And JJ Hernandez is coming out to ride this horse. At least he's named on the horse. I don't know if it's going to stick, but Peter Urton and the owners said, "Come on out, JJ, ride the horse." So they're going to do that. And then, of course, Safi Joseph on the six, Arietta and Safi. They're they are 80% together, 4 out of 5.
Wow. Wow.
That's not bad at this meet. Last
No.
year they were 27%. This meet they're 80% together. So
Mhm.
pretty
Yeah.
good, pretty good.
Yeah. A lot of
So I don't.
gas in that race, Steve. A lot of speed in there.
There sure is a lot of speed. Sure is a lot of speed there. Yeah. No, you are right. And I think that's where the nine's going to come in.
Yep.
The nine, I think, is if Pratt's smart, he's going to do what he did the last three times, by the way. If you look at the PPs, he'll just sit off all that speed and finish. So that's why the nine is in there. If the five and the six can hold it, great. If not, the nine's going to come mow him down.
Hmm.
In the 10th race, we got a claiming $16,000 race. Normally in these races, I like to spread. But I just see a horse that I really like in here, and I'm going to single. I'm going to flip the script a little bit, and that horse is the six, Tiptoe Joe.
Hmm.
That horse in there, if you look at he is always competitive. At least the last three is always competitive at this level. He found his group. He found his friends. They were running him in maiden 50s, optional claiming 65, all this other fun stuff. And then they drop him into maiden 20, maiden 10, he wins. 12-5, he's third. 12-5, he's second. So these are his friends right here. I don't know about all the other horses in here, whether they're dropping them or, you see a lot of these very suspicious drops in here. And I am betting against the suspicious drops. I'm just going with a horse that's competitive at this level, likes this course. I'm going with the six Tip Top Joe. And did I single him? The
No.
other horse I'm going to do, I am doing two deep
Yeah.
here. Similar to that one, the 9, 40 Love.
Yes.
Dan
Yep.
Ward and Mendoza. Same thing. He's competitive at this level. He likes the course. They're taking the blinkers off for this one, and we're gonna roll with the 6 and the 9. My single comes in the next race. It's the fantasy, grade two.
Ah,
It has Kentucky Oaks points involved. However, everybody's saying that Explora is going to scratch for Pratt
Yes.
and Baffert.
Explorer
So,
what?
that.
Did you hear anything about why?
Yeah, she spiked a fever the night before last, but she is still going to train up to the Oaks
okay.
from the Baffert barn yesterday morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Suri. Yep.
So based on that, I'm singling sticker shock. So that's
Yeah.
I'm not going
Okay.
to try to get fancy. I mean, Irad, Brad Cox, and my favorite angle. The horse keeps getting better every race.
Hmm.
So I think Sticker Shock is going to win this, and ran a nice 87 buyers last time out. So I think that horse is going to do really well in this race. So
Love that.
that'll be my pick.
Yeah.
And then in the 12th race, claiming 20, this is a show. I'm not going to use
Yeah.
potty mouth on this, but I'm going to be it's a family show here, but this
Yes.
is a show in this
Yeah.
race. So if you can do more, feel free to do it. My ticket here, I've got four horses deep. I got 2, 8, 10, and 11 in this one. If you want to do more, feel free. I got a $48 ticket on this with the 2, 8, 10, 11. If you want to do more, there's other horses in here that have a shot. Three's got a shot, four's got a shot. Uh, you know, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here that might make your ticket very nice at the end. But I went 2, 8, 10, 11 just because it's a mishmash, if you will, of different horses in there. So that is my Oaklawn pick for today, and that is Friday. Now, when you're talking about the big races tomorrow, we talked about the Florida Derby, and there's a lot of good horses in there. But I want to talk about Oaklawn and the Arkansas Derby. So the Arkansas Derby, I am picking a 6-1 shot with a jockey that you may know, Mike, Kendrick Carmouche on board.
Oh yeah. I know that
Um,
guy.
you know that guy. So it's Napoleon Solo. I like the 7 horse Napoleon Solo. He's 6-1, and everything is pointing towards him running a very big race here. He won his first 2 races by 5 lengths, by 6 lengths. And then Kendrick got on board at Gulfstream in the Fountain of Youth. That was a nice feeder race, and he thought, okay, well, let's get some points. Got a horrible start. I mean,
Hmm.
just got eliminated at the start. And there was way too much speed in that race to come back. I mean, it was a mile at 16th, ran about 143 flat. There was no way Kendrick was coming back after that start. So, good, smart jockey, he eased up on him. He just said, "Let's go
Yeah.
out for the air. We're gonna live to fight another day, and that day is the Arkansas Derby because this is a 100-point race." So, I think I really, really like Napoleon Solo in the Arkansas Derby tomorrow.
Wow. Wow.
At
What is he on the line, Steve?
6-1.
Okay.
He's 6-1. As far as the Florida Derby, I can respect my wife's Albus as the name of that horse that she picked, but it's tough for me to get around the 3 favorites: Chief Wallaby, Commandment, but I
Hmm.
really like Nearly with
Hmm.
Fletcher and Velasquez for Centennial Farms. This horse, I think, is got the perfect setup to continue on and do well into the Kentucky Derby. I just absolutely love what it's doing, getting better every race. Wins a maiden special weight by 9, wins option claim 75 by 5, wins the Holy Bull by 5. Now it's in the Arkansas Derby, and Pletcher and Velasquez. I don't
Yeah.
need to
Hmm.
say any more
Yeah.
there. And that horse
Yeah.
is 3-1 on the morning line, and I think you're going to get every bit of that. I think you might get a little bit more because Chief Wallaby and Commandment, I think, are going to take a whole bunch of money because you got Brad Cox and Bill Mott, and I think that's going to take a lot of money, and they're going to maybe forget about Nearly. I hope that's
Yeah.
my hope anyway
You
because
think
I
they're
want
gonna
some
leave him
lane.
alone? Think they'll leave him alone on the front end?
I think they might. I think they might.
Hmm.
I mean, there's when you look in there, there's some cheap speed I think in there, but you're talking about like Rosario and Redland Rebels. That horse is going to go out. It's going out. The Nine Gregarious is going to go out. I just think what you're going to find is Velasquez is such a cagey guy. He knows what he's doing. I mean, he can read a form front and
Mhm.
back. He's going to see that and say, okay, well, there's the two speed horses. I'm looking for the 5 and the 9, and I'm just going to sit right off their flank and let them burn each other out, and I'm going to make my run.
Yep.
So I think it's setting up perfectly for him because he's done that before. He did that in January in a race. He did it at Gulfstream in a race. He's done it like a couple of times, a few times, where he'll just sit off it, and then if nobody's got the speed, he'll do it. If somebody's got the speed, he'll sit off it. Velasquez is such a great jockey, Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
so that's my picks for mañana. That is
Okay.
it.
Got it.
Fun. Gonna drop the reading glasses. How about that?
Yes.
Anyhow, so what do you got going this weekend, Mike? I'm gathering you're gonna find your favorite spot and make some bets on these big races, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out to Winners today, and I got you and Cherise picks here. That now they're asking me to share the picks. So, and I'm telling them I'll bring the picks, but you need to listen to the podcast.
That's right. That's
Okay,
right.
you guys turn on your. You need to. I'm gonna do this a couple more times, but you guys don't need to ask me when you can go on there and get them yourself.
That's right. Click on there, like, subscribe. Come on. You're
Exactly, exactly. So
yeah.
anyway,
Yeah,
yeah, that's what I'm doing.
in about 10 seconds, you're going to see down the bottom here, like, subscribe, click on this video, that video. How about doing that
Yeah.
for once? Help a brother out.
Yeah, help brother out. Help the podcast out. It's going to be one of the it's already one of the best, but it's going to, do amazing things. So, anyway,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Okay. All right, Charisse, what are you going to do this weekend?
Home with Belmont, our little corgi, until you get home late Saturday night. And then
Yep.
Sunday, I'm not sure if we're going to see the baby or we're going to go to Los Al for a little bit.
Oh,
I have no idea.
Okay.
uh-huh.
So, yeah.
All right. Fair enough. I will be on the desert starting in about an hour, and wish me luck. It's going to be 95 degrees out in beautiful Baker, California. So I got
Crazy
a
man.
I got
Crazy
a
Yeah.
I
man.
got a big hat and a lot of sunscreen and
Oh, yeah.
a lot of Gatorade. So I'll
There
be all
you
right.
go.
I'll
There
be
you
all right.
go. And stay hydrated.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm starting with the Gatorade as soon as I post this on YouTube, which will happen shortly.
That
All
a
right,
boy.
guys. Hey, have a wonderful betting weekend out there, and enjoy the big Derby prep races and Oaks prep races that we've got coming up. It
Yep.
is only going to get more fun from here. And next week's show is going to be a good one. Charisse and I are going to be broadcasting from Viva Las
Oh,
Vegas.
maybe.
Yeah.
So we will be there, and we are going to try to we're going to try to see if we can find a little corner of a casino. It'd be kind of fun if we could actually find a sports book and grab a
Yeah.
corner if it's quiet enough. But we're going to try to do it before it gets too crazy with all the people yelling and screaming.
Hmm. Hmm.
But
Yeah.
but look forward to that. We're going to be
Yeah.
on location in Las
It-
Vegas.
yes. Celebrating our anniversary. And he has put
Happy
up with me for 17 years, Mike.
happy anniversary, and knowing that you guys are gonna have fun, and you got a little some extra to take down there with you. I'm just pleased, and I want to say happy anniversary, and I'll say it again next week.
Got it. Okay, Mike. All right, that's right. All right, everybody. Thank you from us. We do appreciate your time and goodbye.
Good luck.
Okay.